I get where you're coming from. I don't think they have. It's systems here. Is Ten Hag good enough, Fluers and United fans? I'll throw this one out to Dizzy here. Is Ten Hag, in your opinion, still good enough, or should he be getting criticised more by Man United fans?
So I try to be as balanced as possible. I try not to be reactionary, but if you're being very honest about it, we are in year 2 of a rebuild. Year 1, we say give him time. Let's see what he's got going on. Year 2, the signings that he's made don't make any sense as far as when you're trying to create a cohesive team. I think Anthony on the wing doesn't offer very much. That signing for 100 mil doesn't really make much sense to me. You say, yeah, he's got great work rate, but as a forward and you have no end product, fucking stick him right back then. If that's the case, if you love work rate, and get somebody that can actually produce up top. You want a midfield that is functional. We have Casemiro, cool. We have Fernandes, cool. But you sign Mount, and that throws off the whole balance of the midfield. So now that doesn't make any sense. Onana and the whole backline is functional, is cool. I mean, it works, but then you abandon the whole ball playing aspect of it when you have a dysfunctional midfield. So I think, and also the starting lineup being the same in back-to-back games, that stunk to me. I saw that and I was like, I'm not optimistic at all. I think he's a bit too stubborn in what he wants to do at times, and I think he's made more towards the back end of last season and the start of this season. He's making more errors and he's getting things correct, in my personal opinion, and that's a red flag personally.
I think a lot of Man United. I mean, Sunshine's on here with us as well. Hannah, do you agree with what Dizzy's saying there?
Bro, I tell you what's the most potent thing for me right now. Yeah, I was trying to show people last season, yeah, and exactly what you said, Terry, yeah, about symptoms versus the actual fucking problem. We don't score fucking goals. We don't have clinical players. This is why I said, based on the budget we have, get 2 fucking strikers. Go and buy Harry fucking Kane. Go and buy the man who can put the ball in the net, because you know what? Even if De Gea makes one mistake in 10 fucking games, we're still walking away winning 3-1. And no one's talking about the midfield. No one's talking about the defense. We're all talking about, yeah, we won the game. We got 3 fucking points. I was trying to say to people, and again, I've listened to exactly what everyone's just been talking about. Oh, well, we created more chances. Oh, well, you know what? We did concede more shots, though. I literally said that's what would happen. What's the point in creating more chances, especially last season when we created enough anyway? What's the point in creating more chances if you got no one to clinically finish the ball? Get me 2 fucking strikers, man. 2 strikers first and foremost. Because if the midfield was good enough to create enough to go and put the ball in the fucking net, I would not be sitting here pissed that we're losing 2-0 because we couldn't put the ball in the fucking net. It makes no sense to me. This fan base here, oh my, this fucking fan base was so, they're literally like me right now, emotional and reactional over stupid things. They put all their eggs in one basket because it was so popular to destroy De Gea. And bear in mind, I was sitting here saying, I want De Gea gone. But based on budget and budget alone, De Gea is a problem, not the problem. Last season, we had 58 goals in the season in the Prem. 50, Ross Clark, 8 goals. And you're telling me that a striker is not more of a priority than a fucking goalkeeper just because he makes mistakes in the odd game we concede 7 or 4. We created how many chances today? Onana made 2 pings. But what do we do with it? Fuck all. So what's the point? There's no end product. So I don't care if we fucking create more. I don't care about the fucking system if we don't go and fucking bag goals. It's quite simple for me.
Swearing down just a little bit more, please.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, my bad.
I'm
fuming, bro. I'm fuming. My bad.
I know you are.
My bad. Fucking lung capacities like this right now, bro. Listen.
And then he's mad to F-bomb again.
It's mad. It's mad. Listen, I'll yeah, sorry if it's coming through the headphones wrong. At the end of the day, if we bag the goals and chances that we have, and respectfully, yes, Spurs hit the post, but on the balance of who had the better first half in the moments, when you're playing away, you have to be fucking clinical. 1 point last season.
Oh, sure.
What is it still coming strong? Wait.
He's not thinking
We had 1 point last season. And yeah, listen, no, we're 1 point away from home last season, yeah, against the top 9 apparently. How can you go into a season not having anyone clinical? You've got to go and get your 3 points. I appreciate putting a system first. I appreciate having to do it. But for me personally, the way that we've done it, and this is my own observation, I think we've tried to take 3 steps forward, and technically we're going 3-4 steps back. This is why I said having a goalkeeper next season be more important, because I know winning is all that matters. If you statistically look at it last season, if you bag goals and you win matches, no one's talking about the mistakes. And Terry, you've done this many times, so I know your objective. But you did it with Kevin De Bruyne. You did it with KDB. You said you watch him in a game, see how many mistakes he makes. Why doesn't he get aired? And rightly so, because they win games. And if he makes a mistake, it gets mopped up. It's no problem. But when we make mistakes, it's amplified. It is fucking amplified. And so what then happens is that we get like bare emotion, and then we get in our feelings. It's like, oh yeah, well, De Gea's this, da. Yes, De Gea's shit at certain things. But could we manage for one more season if it meant that we bagged 3 goals in a game? Because really and truly, you're gonna get the 3 points. So yeah, let me recharge on my oxygen. But that's all I'm gonna say right now. That's
you know what it is. You know what it is. I don't even think. Yes, we have a striker problem. That is very true and evident for everybody to see. But I think the other thing is we don't have any create first forwards. All the forwards.
I disagree. You've got Amad Diallo. You've got,
I mean on the pitch,
literally, and everyone was sleeping on. Everyone was sleeping on Amad Diallo last time. Everyone's sleeping on him. I'm talking about mature ballers in the final third under pressure, competent under pressure. If you've got mature ballers in the right areas in the final third, you're more than likely going to score or create. That's it.
I hear that.
3 forwards at the moment. One who isn't a striker.
Yep.
Selfish as fuck. He should have laid off the ball. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, going at you over lap to jog the ball back.
Sunshine, when I said you can keep it down, I don't mean the volume. I meant could you cut some of the swearing out? Is what I meant.
Oh, my bad.
He was. I even typed it in the chat because
my bad. Apologies, people, man. Sorry. Listen, I've had enough time to rant, but listen.
No, I get where you're coming from, Dizzy. Like Hannah, do you agree in terms of is this again? There's loads of holes that we can find, but is the bigger problem here maybe just putting the ball in the back of the net when we have chances? We drew and lost so many games last year where we didn't score. Do you agree with what Sunshine's saying?
100%. I think he's right. And I think I said this on Monday, but I mean, there should be an element of pressure coming into Manchester United and, being like the number 7. But like Højlund has got a lot on his shoulders now, especially after these performances. And I agree in a sense of we needed 2 strikers. I always thought we should go for Kane and Højlund because then Kane's got a backup as he's getting older, and you've got those two players that are guaranteed to put balls in the net. And like Sunshine saying, you can't rely on players being out of position. Rashford does not work up top. He works on the left. That's where he's good. That's where he creates the chances. So the goal scoring's worrying because how many goals we scored last season, our goal difference. And like I keep saying, I'm worried about our goal difference further down the line. Like these where, the top 8 is so competitive, and that's crunch time basically is that goal difference. So it's very, very worrying, the lack of goals for sure. And gone are the days where we used to score 3, 4, 5 in a game. I miss those days. Like we used to score so many goals. So it's like, that's a huge miss. And as a Man United fan, it is a worry, but I definitely think we should have gone in for 2 strikers for sure. I don't think Højlund's going to be enough on his own. And what if he gets injured? It's crazy.
Terry, remember when I told you this? And there was a show before Kane had gone to Bayern Munich, and I told you that Manchester United, if they're going to go in for Harry Kane, go in now. And you were telling me that you were waiting so the Saudis will come in, and then you'll make a bid.
But that was earlier on in the summer. Now, what I said to you at the time is, I said that I think it was a money issue for Man United. I said if the Saudis come in, we'll have the money to go and get him. But I concur. I wanted Harry Kane and Højlund the whole time. In fact, our manager wanted Kane and Højlund the whole time. The problem is the money wasn't there for both. And look, Højlund could come in, stay fit the majority of the season, score loads of goals, and we stop worrying so much. But because he's unproven in the Prem, because he's young and he's the only one we've got, of course, there's a hell of a lot of pressure there, no doubt.